please, we've got a couple of microphones, so raise your hands and we'll start with questions, please. You can start, Michael, please.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Amanda, result aside, was everything that you saw tonight, like, what was that like, considering the entirety of the build-up for this, for you for, I mean, what, a decade, more or less?
No, it was truly amazing to have, all my Puerto Rican people flying out from Puerto Rico come to support me. I felt like Faustito, Trinidad, Miguel Cotto, this is their home. And have all the Irish people out there, even if they were booing me, it was just a great turnaround. It was just an amazing feeling, and you had two women main eventing a sold-out MSG. Who would have thought that? You had two great champions going out there and giving it their all, and the crowd was truly amazing.
When you walked out, it looked like you kind of took it, everything. Did that moment almost overwhelm you for a second? Like, what's going through your head in that specific moment? Because you never experienced anything like that.
No, I was lucky my last two fights being the co-main event with Jake Paul, and I was able to experience that. But this time it was me, and I was told to enjoy every minute of it, and that's what I did. I just took it all in. And in the fight, you block out the crowd. You really don't hear that. I just hear my corner. Even though I could in this fight because the crowd was too loud. I couldn't even hear my sister or Jordan. It was amazing. But I'm super honored to be here to share the ring with Katie Taylor, a true champion, and to share my team. I'm truly thankful for my trainer, Jordan Maldonado, for not accepting the first fight in 2020. Because look what we made now. We made history. We made the best purse that women have made. Nakisa, Jake Paul, MVP Promotion. I am super proud to be on their team. I hope they're proud of me. I put on everything out there that I could. But, it is what it is.
We're very proud.
Thank you, Amanda, for a great fight. I really appreciate it. You're a true champion, and you did very well for the women's boxing, making history. And whoever comes after you will be second. You shattered the ceiling alongside Katie. So my question is, can you tell us a little about the result? Do you think you won the fight? Do you think Katie won it? What is your feeling on that, please?
You know what? I really don't know. I'm in there. Of course, every fighter is gonna say that they think they won the fight, but I have to sit and watch the fight again. Maybe not. I don't like to watch my fights, but I don't know. It was a great fight. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to put on a great fight to show that women can fight, we can sell, and I'm glad that I put on a performance. I gave it what I had tonight, and it is what it is.
First off, congrats, Amanda. It was an amazing performance. I've been in a lot of fights at the Garden. I've never heard it as loud as that. This is the Mecca. It's also home to the largest school district in the country, one of the largest school districts in the world, the DOE. We've got millions of children here that hopefully tomorrow will wake up reading news about what happened here tonight. What do you think this can mean for all of the young boys and especially girls here in New York City and beyond, that such an event took place here and that you were at the forefront of that?
No, it means everything. I always said that if it wasn't for me, I want to continue to open the doors for young girls in the sport. I never thought that I was going to be here making history, making the amount of money that we're making. That was never thought it. I always said it was for the newer generation, but I'm glad that I got to see it. And I'm always going to perform like a champion. I'm always going to win, lose, or draw. I'm always going to represent myself as a woman, as a champion, as a professional. That's what I do, I just hope that tomorrow they have hope and they can say, we can do that as well. We put on a show. We were true champions. Both me and Katie Taylor are true champions. and we're humble fighters, and it is, man. I'm just so excited that young girls have two great role models that they can look up to and want to be like.
Hey, Katie over here. In the 5th round, I think everybody in the arena thought you was about to get Katie out of there. And in the 6th, you were really able to follow up, and it seemed like you were going to get her out of there again. Did you just run out of time, run out of steam? What kind of went wrong where you weren't able to pretty much close the show?
You know, Katie Taylor, she's a tough fighter. You know, she's a natural 135-pounder. I'm coming up 126. From 126 to once again, I went up 2 divisions to Katie Taylor. So she, you know, she's a strong fighter. She's a warrior. She's Irish, and I mean, she was able to go the rest. Yeah, withstand the power and come back. I mean.
Amanda over here. First of all, congratulations, fight of the year thus far. My question to you is, you seem to play cat and mouse with Katie all night. Was the game plan for you to pressure her and fight in the pocket?
Yeah, it definitely was. You know, Katie, she kind of folds on the pressure, so that's what we was trying to do. But this fight, you know, I guess she did a little bit still, but yeah, that was the game plan, to go out and give it to her. Let her feel my power.
Amanda, well done on your performance. There was talk in the ring afterwards about a rematch. First of all, are you interested in a rematch?
You know, I'm gonna let the team do that. You know, I'm still the champion at featherweight, so we'll see. We'll see.
And can I ask Jake, is there a possibility that if there is a rematch, would you be prepared to come to Ireland to fight it?
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, obviously that's up to Amanda. But I think everyone wants to see a rematch, and you know they came to New York City, so if there is a rematch, I think it makes sense as a team to go to Ireland.
That would definitely be a dream to come true. You know, I thought it was a great fight. You know, I'm super proud. I'm honored to have been, you know, the trainer for Amanda Serrano. It was an amazing fight, man. I see no losers here. I think, you know, you guys that came out in attendance, you won. It was a huge build-up, and it couldn't have went any other way. It was a back-and-forth fight. Both girls are bruised and battered, but that's what you guys paid for. That's what everybody wanted. You wanted the number 1 and 2 best in the world. You got that, and you know Katie deserves another fight. If she wants to do it, we'll go to Ireland. We'll go right away.
Let me tell you one more thing, Amanda. I'm fresh from Puerto Rico, and I can tell you, you stuck the island like Trinidad used to do, like Costa used to do. This is my 7th fight covering. I covered 6 fights here. That's the loudest I ever seen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yo soy una boricua orgullosa de corazón. I wanted to give my island that, but I will. Gracias.
Amanda, the idea of fighting in Ireland, what does that do just in front of you, right in front of you here? What's the idea of fighting in Ireland do for you? You know, you said that you actually appreciate the Irish fans coming out and being so passionate. What does the idea of fighting in a stadium full of them sound like to you?
Well, I think I would have to be a little more mentally prepared for that one. That would be something cool. But you know, they saw the first fight, so they know I'm not just I'm not an easy fight. I'm not easy work. So they know, and they seen what happened tonight, and they know it's not gonna be a walk in the park again.
Part of the conversation for this fight was the idea of 3-minute rounds. I think tonight, you know, we would love to see you in there as long as we could. Would you like to maybe change it up for the rematch, or do you think it's better to have the fight the same parameters as it was tonight?
You know what? It's up to the team. I mean, I'm up for everything. We trained 3 minutes, 12, 18. I was sparring 18 rounds, so it's up to the team. If the money is great again, then we'll do it.
Maybe Jake can answer that.
Yeah, I was sitting next to Eddie during the fight. We were both scoring the fight together as the rounds went on. We both were sitting there saying, hey, this needs to be 3-minute rounds next time.
And actually for you, Jake, I mean, I think it got a little bit changed, but there was a bet with Eddie, right? So what is the status of that bet?
He backed out of the bet yesterday. Yeah, and he said that illegally he couldn't do it for some reason. So now I think we're gonna try to figure some bet out to help charity, but we're gonna figure that out behind the scenes. And obviously I lost the bet, but we'll follow through. No, it's don't even. You're literally amazing, Amanda Serrano. You inspire me. I admire you, and regardless, you put up a hell of a fight. You know, obviously. We didn't get the result we wanted, but we're standing behind you. Most valuable promotions, always. We're a family, and we're going to go get the next one in Ireland.
Yes,
Double or nothing for that one with Eddie.
Yeah, why not?
And last thing for me, I saw you had a bit of back and forth with Conor McGregor online. Just your thoughts about that and the fact he's paying attention and to tonight's fight.
You know, it is what it is. I mean, of course, Conor's watching, you know, to support Katie. And yeah, we have a little bit of banter back and forth, but you know, he always has something to say, but he doesn't really have a place to talk, right? He hasn't won a fight in 5 years. Dana owns him, and I'm the one that got Katie Taylor a big payday, and that's his hero. So, you know, Conor McGregor's not tall enough to ride a roller coaster, and I feel bad for him, and he's ducking me. So we'll get that settled one day.
Jake, over here, just to your right. Can I get your initial thoughts on the fight? I mean, you tweeted it out, but now that you've had some time to think about it, what were your thoughts on the fight?
I don't even want to talk about my opinion. Obviously, I think it was at least a draw, but what I'll say publicly is Eddie and I were sitting there at the end of the fight like, oh, that's probably a draw. And then I'm in the ring before the decision gets announced, and Katie's manager / trainer that was in the corner comes up to me and goes, that's a draw. That's a draw. So even Katie's team was like, yeah, that's a draw. And then obviously the judges have it the way they scored it. I come back to the locker room. I'm chilling in the back locker room. The girl who sang the Irish national anthem comes up to me. Is like, hey, can I have a picture? Amanda won that fight, by the way. We all know it. Like, she sang the national anthem for Ireland. So screw my opinion. Those are 3 stories right there that everyone says it's a draw or that Amanda won the fight.